Hey guys, we're going to go through the amendments. So let's start with the Third Amendment is what we know. It forbids the government from ordering private citizens to allow soldiers to live in their house. And so remember, it is get out of my house. And that looks like the best three I've ever seen. The Fourth Amendment requires that warrants to be issued if property is to be searched or seized, which means taken by the government. This means that the government can't just come in and take something from you, that they have to have a piece of paper that is signed by a judge saying, we are looking for stolen bikes in Miss Castillo's house, specifically her garage. They have to have that on a piece of paper. So when I think about search and seizure, I think about me. Y'all ready for this one? On the floor. I'm always looking for something. I mean, I've got two kids. I'm always searching for Legos or crayons or bows. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Search, seizure. Search. All right, let's look at the fifth one. The Fifth Amendment, a little Blair Witch Project there, protects an accused person from having to testify against him or herself. This bans double jeopardy, and it guarantees that no person will suffer the loss of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. So when you go to testify in a court of law, you get up on the witness stand, you put one hand on the Bible, and then you put the other hand up. I want you to do this with me. Testify! Testify! Fifth Amendment. Testify! Beautiful. The Sixth Amendment guarantees the right to a speedy public trial by an impartial jury, right to a lawyer, the right to cross-examine, the right to force witnesses to testify. That means if I do go to trial, they can't just keep me in jail forever. I have to have a jury of my peers. So people, I have the right to a lawyer and the right of my lawyer to cross-examine witnesses. So when I think about the Sixth Amendment, I think about speed and, being out here on the lake or, just living in Texas. When you get on a jet ski or you get on like a bike, I want everybody to do this. 6. Like you're speeding. 6 speeds. Speeds. Like here's the gas. 6 speeds. The Seventh Amendment guarantees the right to a jury trial in civil suits. Civil suits are like Judge Judy. Civilians who are suing each other. So if I sue my neighbor because his tree is on my lawn. So here's the Seventh Amendment is civil suits. I want you to say civil suits 7 times fast because it's a tongue twister. Civil suits, civil suits, civil suits, civil suits, civil suits, civil suits, civil suits. Okay, try it one more time. Civil suits, civil suits, civil suits, civil suits, civil suits, civil suits, civil suits. The Eighth Amendment. The Eighth Amendment prohibits cruel and unusual punishment and excessive bail or fines, which means that if I stole bikes, which I wouldn't, they can't hang me up by my toes because of that. That's cruel and unusual punishment. So this is the Eighth Amendment. When I think about the Eighth Amendment, my key word is bail. If I need bail, that means I am in jail and I have been arrested. And so I want you to look at this. You ready to be amazed? Okay. If I am in jail. That means I have been arrested. The 8th Amendment. I want you to turn an 8 sideways, and it kind of looks like handcuffs. So if we turn an 8 sideways, see, it's an 8. It's like handcuffs. You need bail. Good? All right, let's get down to the 9th Amendment. The 9th Amendment states that people have rights other than those specifically mentioned in the Constitution. I don't have a good one for this one. You think of a good one. And then tell me so I can take it. Let's go to the 10th Amendment. The 10th Amendment states that powers not given to the federal government belong to the states. So the 10th Amendment, I want you to do this. Powers. The 10th Amendment. Powers not given to the federal government belongs to the states. Power belongs to the states. How many fingers am I holding up? I'm holding up 10. Powers not given to the federal government belongs to the states. 10th Amendment. 10. 10. All right, that's good for amendments. Study, study, study.